get any bigger than this game that you're about to see. Nicolas versus MoAuba. It's basically a console final in its own right. Mo started off the day not at his best, and I was catching up with Benedict Salzo, the coach, a little bit earlier, and he said this is the first ever time in his competitive career that Mo said he was nervous coming into a game, because it's more than just playing for yourself. It's more than playing for a club or an organisation. You're playing for that nation.
Here we go then. PlayStation first, of course, then we go over to Xbox, and the 2v2 matchup, and it's going to be Argentina getting us underway here with Nicolas. If you don't know Nicolas99FC, where have you been in the competitive year, or maybe the last 2 or 3 years as well? A player that's been so dominant on his console, #1 in those Global Series rankings. Over 7,000 points to his name.
The best PS4 FIFA player on the planet right there, Nicolas99FC. Multiple-time champion this season. A couple of LQEs to his name, the licensed qualifier events, and also the current FIFA Club World Cup champion.
Also, always in London as well, it seems like.
Yep.
A repeating factor for the Argentine. Was a grand finalist last year, a semi-finalist actually as well. Up against Marcuso at the O2 Arena.
Around the 16, a quarter-finalist I should say, the year before that. Losing out to MoAuba in this exact game in 2017 at Westminster. One of the best games competitive FIFA that I've ever had the opportunity to watch.
It was an enthralling game, that was a two-legged matchup. However, this is a completely different tournament here. This is a new format as well. You saw MoAuba drop points for Germany, in his opinion, against Norway. In that game against Hyper, where he drew 1 goal, or so all apiece at 1-1, I should say. They had a break-off in the last match, so did England. England back as well. They're in up against France in Group A. This is a Group C game. Argentina losing out to the hands of Brazil as well in their 2v2 game. You saw that right at the end, 90+2 winner for Tor and Abinio.
We'll give you all the goals as they're going in from around the grounds. France, England, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, and also Sweden, Brazil taking place alongside this match on your screen right now. Quite a pivotal round 3 of fixtures. We play 5 rounds of fixtures for today, and then the 5th and decisive round tomorrow morning.
Which is going to be an interesting one. You go home, you go and sleep on it as well. The fact that you're either battling for a chance to keep yourselves in the tournament or to go and go top of the group, which could affect how your knockout stage will look. This free kick will be played short. Unfortunately played short. Straight back to Ruud Gullit. Saw the likes of Saudi Arabia go to battle against France as well. They couldn't do it in the 1v1 games, but they won the 2v2. Did Saudi Arabia with the Royal and MS Dasari.
In quite convincing fashion as well. That victory for Saudi Arabia.
Back inside for a little cheeky pass around the corner. Unfortunately not going to work out. And then he found Mbappe, unfortunately. Was dispossessed and met by Maldini. We mentioned some of the previous results that these guys have had. Speaking of what we've seen from Germany already in the past in this tournament. They did draw that first game against Norway, but I'm sure they picked up the wins after that.
It's unbelievable FIFA from Nicolas there in the final third. Seizing the ball into Ruud Gullit on the edge. Shot hits a German defender.
Group C is looking pretty tasty at the moment. You've got Argentina, top of the group, 12 points. Germany obviously have played 3 games less. They had that break in the last round. They're on 7 points, still unbeaten in the competition as well. We must add that in there. As MoAuba does come forward now. Ramos out at left back as well. Who's out a right back for him? Marcelo? Yeah, it is. He switched out for him. Gullit into Neymar, back inside for Vieira to maybe try and create something here.
Big goal for France there, going 1-0 up against England. That's Maestro up against Thomas Lees. Early goal for France. Another goals from... You see that goal straight away as it's gone in. The words exit my mouth, the goal comes on your screen.
a tidy passenger player as well. It's going to be Neymar that finished it in the end, and we've seen a lot of emotion from Maestro already today, and this is in round 3.
And a big performance here for France will probably give them, you'd say, enough points to go through as one of the top 2. 4 wins and a draw currently, so they're sat on, what, 13? If they want to go and pick up 6 points against England, puts them on 19 points. You're what, 1 win away from going through there.
As we talk about that, Argentina double their lead as well. A routine finish from Eusebio, ball across the box. No chance at all for David De Gea there. This is Nicolas. He's 2-0 up. He's a force to be reckoned with on the PlayStation.
Probably pulling away as well from Germany slightly. There's 5 points difference at the minute. Obviously, Germany do have 3 games in hand over the South American giants, but
here's a chance for MoAuba to fire a goal back, and unfortunately somehow, an unbelievable save there from David De Gea. Scoop cross, and it goes to R9. It will leap up off the bar.
Wow.
MoAuba back to the drawing board again.
Nicolas just once again showing us why he's regarded in such high stature. There's a reason. It's not fluke that he's #1 ranked player.
It's the consistency. Over what, months and months. There was a stat we kept on talking about last year. They only lost 11 games on his foot account.
If you look at it, the actual events that he as well, that he was actually competing at, Barcelona-Manchester playoffs. He won the playoffs. In Manchester, he got to a semi-final. He lost against Ice Vogel. In Barcelona, he made the cross-console final, so he's won his PlayStation bracket. He's lost 1 knockout game in 3 tournaments right there. The man's a machine when it comes to competing.
I think as well, it was only in the last game, Richard, that Nicolas has lost a 2v2 match. In the E-Club World Cup, they were flawless, him and Tex, for King Esports in the 2v2. They never lost a game. It was against Brazil, where Iago and Nicolas, unfortunately, went and lost that game, and we've seen so many 90th minute goals being scored. Added time of 2 minutes here. Argentina 2-0 up as they move into the break. In front with Nicolas backing up not just his Global Series rankings, but his performances throughout all of this year.
It's all routine, isn't it, for Nicolas? Half-time comes in, get a drink, take a sip, have a little chat with the coach, have a little chat with Iago, his teammate, and you're back to the game. You see this goal here coming in from Saudi Arabia. Croqueta there, out wide, dinked into the back post. Surprise, surprise, Cristiano Ronaldo leaping up with a towering header there.
And that's MS Dasari as well. He's on PlayStation 4 this weekend, giving the opportunity to the Royals to gain some really vital Global Series ranking points, just to, you know, move up into a definite grand final spot. Looking at how the season is going, how we're predicting it as well. And
just saw a slight change there of formation coming out from Nicolas. He's gone to a 4-2-3-1 second variation. So the left and the right camp just coming back into more left and right mid-territory, maybe to see out this 2-0 scoreline that he's currently sat at.
Just as we look there, Brazil find a breakthrough against Sweden. Their second round of fixtures they've played, they missed out on the first round, and we haven't really spoke about them yet because we haven't seen them too much on stream, but another insane nation when it comes to competitive FIFA. And in the end, they found 2 players there. They found Tor from Ajax and Abinio from Wolverhampton Wanderers, and there's a chance for MoAuba. He's back in this game as well. Big goal coming via Neymar.
All the goals going in now around the grounds. Lovely passing move there. Little 1-2 into Neymar, and Saudi Arabia, MS Dasari doubles his lead against South Africa. See the goal on your screen right now, back to goal. Neymar gets the deflection, comes back to the Brazilian, who just tucks it in at that near post.
Bit of a pinball around the box, and lucky enough it finds Neymar's feet. We spoke about Brazil, we spoke about how deadly this team look, and once again, it's just a simple turnaround, and R9, it seems to be the man. Anywhere around the box, left foot, right foot, it doesn't matter for R9, and there we go, the first time we've really seen Tor there. And a word on Brazil, Richard.
Yeah, fantastic nation for competitive FIFA. You look at some of the players that have been competing through Brazil throughout years of FIFA esports. Going back to FIFA 17, Rafifa, he was one of the big breakout players. You got the likes of Resende making console finals, and cross-console finals this year.
Another nation that, for me, I find it hard to pick two of the best players. Other than looking at the Global Series rankings, the depth of players that they have. You know, you spoke about it, Rafifa, Lucas Rep. All of these names, Spider Kong, Zizinho, you know, Senna. So many big names coming out of every single nation.
Abinho's teammate from Wills for Filza has been a good breakout year for him this year.
Sure, we'll be supporting his teammate as well, and Abinho. Throughout this tournament, in comes that lofted cross. This is Germany against Argentina in the PlayStation matchup. Then we'll move over to Xbox, which is going to be Yago against Megabit. This looks like another fantastic game there. MoAuba, a chance to potentially get himself an equaliser. Cristiano Ronaldo, and there's a bit of emotion that we have been waiting to see from MoAuba.
Big goal in the complexion of this game. Just giving too much space on the edge of the box. You can't give MoAuba that sort of space with a weapon in the form of Cristiano Ronaldo on the edge of the box. 63 minutes in, you know he's a goal-scoring machine, MoAuba. One of the most attacking, free-flowing players that we've seen, probably ever competing in FIFA esports.
He's the man to watch out for, is Cristiano Ronaldo. Everybody speaks about him. All the stats that he does possess in that team of the EFI, and there's no reason why he would not be in your team. Whatever FIFA it is, he seems like he's there. Whatever special item, he'll always make up at least one player in that team, one player in that 11. What a turnaround this has been from MoAuba. This is only one-legged matches as well, so this is why it means so much more to get yourself back into a game. If it's a 2-2, if it's a 0-0, the game will finish as a draw.
Yeah, 1 point apiece will be shared, but to go from being 2-0 down to now drawing 2 apiece shows the resilience that MoAuba has. You see the two formations on your screen. Nicolas gone back into that 4-2-3-1. Standard variation. On the other side of it, it looks like MoAuba got into a 4-4-2 in fact.
Well, I've seen another goal now in Saudi Arabia. They are 3-0 up. 3-0 to the good as well. Mbappe the chance over, and I'm guessing it came exactly from the corner. Guessing watch out for the run of Hullet. We've seen that a few times, this looping header to the back post that we've seen it, what, twice, 3 times already this morning? Yeah,
big glancing header at the near post. You see Brazil doubling their lead there. We heard the cry from the Brazilians when you saw it on your screen there. Handshakes all round.
A big Vamu all round as well. The Brazilians there, 2-0 up. They're looking incredible as well. This is only half of the talent as well you are looking at. We've still got 10 more nations, 2 more groups, Group B and Group D in action later on this afternoon. Nicolas back to goal with Eusebio. He leads now 3-2. And once again, it's that same finish into the box and just on a pivot turn every single time.
0 reaction from Nicolas as well. Let's just point that out. Looks a little bit like a low-driven finesse there from Nicolas, but could have just been a regular finesse shot from him. See Mo back into that 4-2-3-1. Nicolas.
Is there going to be a way back for MoAuba? Just over 15 minutes left, of course. Want to hear from you guys at home. If you're supporting the competition, which nation you're getting behind at FIFA eWorld Cup with the hashtag as well, FIFA eNations Cup. Get involved. Tell us who you're supporting. Maybe even show us a picture of where you're watching from at home.
Let's just point out as well, Nicolas, when that goal went in, 0 reaction from him. He knows it's a marathon, not a sprint.
But did you see it earlier when Yago was scoring goals?
Big reaction from Yago. Nicolas, nothing. He will celebrate when he's lifting that trophy.
The only time we'll get a celebration out of Nicolas if he wins the FEWC or any event he wins, we'll get a little smile out of him at the end when we saw him pick up numerous checks at Gfinity LQE. A chance to equalise off the post from Messi. Oh, the heartbreak for MoAuba.
What a game that we're seeing right here on your screen. Been two great footballing nations, great FIFA nations, Argentina and Germany.
two teammates as well, both part of Werder Bremen, virtual Bundesliga club champions, MoAuba and Megabit.
We have had a goal in the Brazil against Sweden game. Sweden getting a goal back. Punched only as far as Lionel Messi. Ball goes back into the box, and just as we're jumping on board with this game, the main man Nicolas has just extended his lead back to that 2-goal cushion. 4-2 he now leads.
It always seems like we have the worst time, and then we go and see a replay, and it's just our luck that somehow we end up missing a goal, and it's Nicolas that does lead by 4-2, and you can tell by the reaction of MoAuba. He thinks it could be over, especially as it's only one-legged matchups. No time to pull yourself back in an aggregate scoreline. This will be the final score. And it'll be 3 points on the board, 3 extra points to Argentina. They try and just extend that gap between who will probably be their neighbours throughout this whole kind of group campaign. Especially in Group C, they're going to be kind of neck and neck against each other, piling on the pressure against every single nation they play.
Right. Poor possession at the back there.
Brazil 2-1 winners, I should say there. England have responded as well. Tom with a goal in the 87th minute against Maestro. He left it late. Still unbeaten, it looks like, as well, for the PlayStation representative for England. We're going to have a look at that goal in a second after this attack from MoAuba does come in. He does get a goal back. There is added time to come still. Probably a 3 at most. Let's go and have a look at that England goal. Hopefully we won't miss an equaliser if there is one. That's what I was saying. Foot with Tom. Ronaldo on the edge of the box. Got given so much space. The opportunity to finesse it.
Come on.
And now he's back in that game at 1-1.
Also the goalkeeper movement as well from Maestro. You saw him just edging to the right, expecting the shot across the goal, the low driven across. Tom just took the space that he got given, opened up with a finesse shot, timed it green, hit the back of the net. Let's have a look at MS Desari yet again, doing what he does best. 4-0 victory for Desari. It's Pele adding his name to the score sheet for the world champion.
Really important as well after losing to Maestro in his first game of the day to now be in front by 4-0, not messing around at all. He's the world champion of 2018 in MS Desari. Big 3 points on the board there, and that finishes 1-1 in the end. England, France, so a huge point for both of these two.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
Again, I keep saying it, two teams that are going to be neighbours in their group. That's going to be neck and neck. Who will get the top spot?
One of the three's got to go out. France, England or Saudi Arabia. One has to fall. It's as simple as that. And who will it be in third position, crashing out of the tournament?
South Africa do pull back the consolation more than anything, but the big news here, Argentina 4-3 winners in the end. Nicolas picks up a huge result, and he's called the Iceman for a reason. No reaction from him at all. You said it perfectly. That could have been a console final.